things, try different ways to keep it moving.
All right. Well, we're going to go live now.
Right, let's
And
go.
as y'all saw, I was speaking with Dr. Tawana Williams. I'm going to play my commercial, give you time to get your questions ready. All right. So let's get with it. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Real Talk with Elder Michelle. And tonight we have the honor of having Dr. Tawana Williams, unarmed but dangerous. And we have her on our show tonight. I'm going to go ahead, get through my little spiel and everything so that we can get started because I don't want to waste a minute of our time on those things. But you know me. I put out there information for the people. We are still being supporters to catering to the community, and that's c2community.org. You can donate. Bless them. This is a community. This is a company that C3 at 5205. This is their business, but then they do philanthropic work, and their work is helping families that you know the deal, you know how it is. I've been there. If you haven't, I can honestly say you go in, you're in need of food right now. You got children, you got to fill out papers in triplicate. They got to then go and make a decision. You waiting, but my children are hungry. In the meanwhile, I'm waiting to hear from social services as to whether or not I'm going to get a voucher for food. Well, catering to the community, their thing is they're asking for donations of non-perishable foods. Donate in cash if you're not around to go to 5205 Capitol Boulevard in Raleigh, North Carolina, and make the donation in person. You can send it to them. You can call them, get in touch with them so that you can figure out how to donate. I've been supporting them from the get-go. And what they do is they make it so if you come in and you're talking about you need food for your family, they're going to ask you a few questions, but you're going to leave with a box.
Oh my God.
You're not going to have to fill out papers in triplicate. Okay, and wait for a decision. They're going to talk to you, sit down, talk to you. You're going to fill out the paper so that they can prove that they gave this food to you. And this is just for them for the donations and everything so that everything is above board. And so all you do is you go there, 5205 Capitol Boulevard, Raleigh, North Carolina. You can email them at info@c3, the number 3, venue.com, or call them 919-805-8373. You can donate through https :// C, the number 2, community.org. Please help them as they help the community. And it's good to see you on, Minister Wise, that she is saying greetings to us. I want to introduce to you, or I'm going to let her introduce herself, Dr. Tawana Williams, who is the author of the classic book, Unarmed but Dangerous. Amen. We're going to talk about that. And tonight, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be coming from 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, because what we're talking about is being steadfast, unmovable, having hope when you don't think there's anywhere that you can have hope. When you think your situation is just done got too far, too fast, and there's nothing. She's going to talk to us tonight to remind us. Because one, she ain't here about no pity party. So if you came for pity, you in the wrong place. We ain't about no pity party.
Yes,
what we're going to do is teach you how to have hope.
Yes.
When it looks like there is nowhere to have hope. So yes. I'm going to turn this over as Dr. Tawana Williams. Go ahead and tell us a little about who you are.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Pastor. We are super excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Hope Coach, Dr. Tawana Williams, your messenger of hope and inspiration. And I was blessed to be born without arms and impaired use of my legs due to the drug thalidomide that was given to my mother during pregnancy. Then my mother told me there was nothing that I could not do, and I believed her. And I had a Grandma Rogers that did not play with me. And when I was 4.5 years old, she looked me in the eyes and she said, T, you must not have needed arms because God didn't give them to you. She said, nothing's missing. If you don't have it, then you don't need it. And those words continue to resonate throughout my soul. And yes, I've overcome some major adversities and challenges throughout my life. I was gang raped many years ago during a home invasion, raped by my stepfather. I was addicted to crack and cocaine for 10 long years. I've experienced abortion, motherhood, a stroke, 2 heart attacks, and COVID-19. So I know that I'm here to help you overcome whatever adversities and challenges you may be facing in your life. And that's why I am unarmed but dangerous and an eagle without wings. That's who I am. That's who I am, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, whoop. Yes, yes.
I love it. I love it. You know, I have to tell you something about your whoop whoop. When you did that at church the other Sunday, when you went there, I said, who done stole my horse? So I was like, nobody does it. That is me. That is my whoop whoop.
Uh-oh.
Like,
well, we doing it together. Whoop, whoop. Yes, yes.
In here somewhere. And then I listened again and I was like, oh, she's on the same road. It's her down there. She is whoop whooping with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's a sister right there because that is my thing. I believe in making noise for the Lord.
That's right.
Said shout. People think that that's the dance. I'm like, no, baby. The holy dance is what David did.
Yeah,
A shout is when we come out of our mouths.
That's right.
We got to shout aloud. We got to shout to the mountaintops that we are eagles without wings.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
woo, woo. Yes, yes.
But dangerous because she is. You are just awesome. I was looking over your things, your products, your book. I said, "Oh my God, this is an amazing woman." And I was like, well, "Okay, I can't wait for the movie."
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm
coming.
excited and I'm ready. I'm going to be boosting it. Even after this interview, because I'm ready. I'm like, keep me abreast. When is it showing? So we can make sure that all of my followers, if I have to, I have a viewing party. So we gonna be there.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be off the charts, y'all. Y'all got to be there. It's gonna be on Netflix, Lifetime, and movie theaters. As a matter of fact, movie theaters first, then Netflix, then different streaming channels, and then television, which is Lifetime. It's gonna be awesome. We are super excited. It's going to be a full-length feature film, Eagle Without Wings. And Eagle Without Wings movie is based on my classic book, Unarmed but Dangerous. Y'all got to read the book before the movie comes out. It is definitely off TawanaWilliams.com. That's TAWANA Williams.com. Exclusively only at TawanaWilliams.com. You got to get your signed copy. I'm going to sign it with my blessed feet. Ain't nothing broken and ain't nothing missing over here. It's going to be awesome. It's going to bless you.
And, you know, I was looking through when, doing background, because I do a lot of background for my shows. And I was looking at some of the different speaking engagements. And I watched you over there with them feet painting. I said, would you look at here?
This all I know.
I said, this girl she changing a pamper better than armed people.
Yeah.
Now, I done seen some armed ones that put on a diaper halfway. And I'm like, look at this. She done put that pamper on in 2 seconds flat.
That's it. So, I mean, that's all I know. Pastor.
So you just been overcoming challenges all your life.
all my life. I told you my grandma Rogers did not play with me. She used to be like, okay, T, I'm gonna show you one time, and then
There
let's
you
go
go.
get it. Let's go get it and let's go do it. She
Oh
didn't,
wow.
she didn't play with me. My mama didn't play. My three sisters didn't play with me. They made me figure it out. There was no silver spoon in my mouth, Pastor. They made me figure it out. They said, you gonna learn it, you gonna do it, and I did it. And I'm so glad that I did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
There
my.
ain't nothing disabled over here. You know what I'm
And
saying? I don't get a disability check.
and you
Disability
know what's
don't
so
pay me.
wonderful is
Mhm.
that that is so your life is
Yeah.
so parallel to Ray Charles.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the movie Ray.
Oh my
That's
God,
one of my
it's like
favorites.
so parallel to
It's one of
teach
my
you
favorites.
because you know this is the one of the things that we do need to understand is that we should not let so-called handicaps disable us.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
I'm one of those people. I believe in moving forward. I don't let things hold me back. You know, like I
Mhm.
said, had this surgery when people kept telling me what I won't gonna be able to do, what I couldn't do.
Right.
I'm like, okay,
Right.
yeah, you can say it, but
Yeah.
I done already told. I done asked the Lord, and He done said, yes, I am. So yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't let. I have lived my life in that way where I had to struggle and fight
Mhm.
by myself. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
I didn't have a lot of support system.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
mom, yes. My grandmother, yes.
Mhm.
And my dad, but you know, really, I was sort of a loner.
Mhm.
And so growing up, I learned to do things on my own, and it's good to see Sister Mills is on and Sister Smith is on. So any questions that you all have, please type them in the comment section so that we can ask Dr. Williams while she's on, and she'll give you her honest opinion. Amen.
Amen.
So what I want you to do is you was talking about your book, Unarmed but Dangerous, and you
Yes.
told us a little about the challenges. So after overcoming all of your adversities and challenges, what tips can you give to others to help them?
Well, one of the first tips I can give is that you got to give yourself permission to get it done. That's how you get it done. That's how I did it. I told myself yes in the beginning. I said, I can do this. I had to give myself permission. I said, Tawana, tell yourself yes, nod your head, tell yourself yes, and get it done. And that's how I got started. But there were three significant um changes that I had to make in my life because I've been through so many challenges and I had to fight in spirit all my
Uh-huh.
life. So there were three significant changes that I had to make. And I'm gonna tell my note takers, come on and get your sword in your hand, get your pen and paper, your phone, or whatever you do to take notes because it's about to go down. So go on and get it right because I'm about to give you some information that's going to change your life. So go get
And
it right now because note takers are money makers. Come on, people. Come on, somebody. Let's go
amen.
get it. So, anyway, the first significant change that I had to make in my life was I had to change my mindset. My thinking had to change first to the yes things, to the possibilities, to the I can things in life for me. I had to
Right.
do this because, as my husband Toby says, he says, your mind is the most powerful asset you'll ever own. Neglect to use it, and somebody else is going to use it for you. They going to tell you what to do, what to say, how to say it, what time to do it. I'm just saying. So you got to change your mindset. The second significant change that I had to make was I had to change the company that I kept, ladies and gentlemen. You
Oh yeah.
see, people around you, there are some people in your life right now that mean you no good. You know who they are. They're raggedy, they're negative, they're toxic, they're doubters and haters. So I'm suggesting to you today to remove them from your life one by one. I'm just saying, I had to let them go, y'all. I had to let it go. You see, when God delivered me supernaturally from my crack cocaine addiction, I couldn't hang around crackheads anymore, y'all. I couldn't hang around alcoholics anymore, y'all. I had to remove the negative, toxic, do nothing people out of my life. I had to make some serious changes for me, and I did it. The
Amen.
third significant change that I had to make was I had to change the way I saw myself, y'all. I had to see myself greater. I had to see myself bigger and stronger than what I was, than who I am and what you saw. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 4'5.5". I'm a little mama, but I'm big and I'm strong and I'm firm and I'm bold. I don't play with what God gave me. So I started looking in the mirror, Pastor, talking to myself and kissing myself in the mirror, affirming myself on a daily basis, talking about, Tawana, you got this. You can do this. You are the bomb.com. Girl, go get your stuff back. I had to start talking to myself because I found out that words have power, y'all. Words can kill your dreams or build your dreams. So I had to start speaking over my life and changing the way I saw myself. Those three significant changes have pushed me to be the hope coach. Those significant changes have made me realize that all things are possible when you believe. I couldn't stop. I just kept
Amen.
going. I just kept going,
Amen.
Pastor, and it worked every time.
And I tell you, you are talking things that I do know, because one of the things you said about how you see yourself and getting in that mirror. I was in a conference, and
Mhm,
the lady that was doing it, I'll never forget her. Her name was Suzanne, and
mhm,
she told her, she said, "How many of you?" And she said, "Go ahead and be honest, because we can be honest. But how
mhm.
many of you got that song that plays in your head and you do your strut down the catwalk?" I was like, "Girl, don't you know I got it?" I said, "I get in the mirror. I'm every woman
Hey.
all in me." I said, and I be strutting my stuff in my room because
Uh-huh,
I'm every woman. I be like, "You can talk about me, you can
uh-huh,
push me down, you can
uh-huh,
push me aside, baby. I might not be your
uh-huh.
favorite person, but I'm God's favorite person,
There
and that's,
you go. There
you
you
know."
go.
And
That's
you
right.
can go on. And like you said, that is one of the things that I have been telling people and telling people: get that negativity away.
Absolutely.
Be
A-
careful who you allow in your inner circle.
Absolutely, Pastor.
It is
Absolutely.
very important, because negative and negative only equals negative. It takes
My God.
two positives to make positive. So I
My
need
God.
positive people in my life. If you gonna be negative, then you need to go on down
Go
the
on somewhere.
road.
Go
I'm
on.
gonna leave you where you is.
That's that's
You
it.
stay right there,
That's it.
because I got better places to be.
That's right.
And Sister Stevens, thank you for joining us as well. And then I change it.
Pastor, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. She froze. Well, we gonna keep it moving, y'all. We gonna keep this ball rolling, okay? She froze, but I ain't froze. I'm still pushing, But one of the things that I wanted to share with Pastor a few minutes ago is I wanted to talk to you about the title of my book, Unarmed but Dangerous. Why I titled my book Unarmed but Dangerous. It's for me, being unarmed but dangerous is not physical. It's a mental it's something that I created in my life because I needed to feel that I could do this, that I could do anything but fail in my life. So it's a mental thing. It's definitely a mindset that I adopted a long time ago, with my can do attitude and my self driven, go get it determination. And that's who I am. And so, there's other people might say what I can't do, but here I am letting them see what I can do. So I learned that, the power of being unarmed but dangerous is in me. You know, you don't need a gun, you don't need a weapon. Your gun is your mind, your skills, your abilities, your gifts, you know, that God have given all of us. So it started resonating in my soul and in my spirit, and it worked. So you're back, Pastor?
I'm back. Yeah,
Ah, I had to keep
it
it
was
moving.
it, devil trying his best, but
That's
he
all
don't
good.
know. God got rams in the bush
That's
always.
it. That's it. I wasn't gonna stop. I didn't stop. I didn't stutter. I kept moving.
Amen. Amen. So tell me a little about some of your other books and products that you have, because I want
Yes,
the people to be able to get this.
yes, ma'am. Well, I've written 7 books. My first book is a children's book, and it's titled "I'm Different, But I Can," and it's by me and my daughter April. We came together and wrote this book years ago. In the
Wonderful.
book, it's you know, it's kind of like a Dr. Seuss book with rhyming phrases and pictures, and you know, it's just a book that shows how I do things on a daily basis, my daily chores. And you know, at the back of the book it has activity, puzzles, crosswords, some of my artwork. I'm also an artist, and it's just an amazing tool for the young people. My second book is Unarmed but Dangerous, the Tawana Williams story of relentless struggle and ultimate victory. And in this book, I talk about my struggles and how I had to fight this addiction and all of the challenges that I had to overcome in my life. And, you know, marrying my childhood sweetheart, Toby. And this, as I said, the book is my classic, and it will be featured as my documentary and my debut movie, Eagle Without Wings. My next book, which is the third book, Motivation for the Soul, Move or Be Moved. This book is a collaborative book of me and 17 of my friends, you know, victorious stories of determination and triumph. And everybody wanted to share their story of how they made it on the other side. My next book is titled The Bomb: Systems That Create a Wealthy Mindset. This book, it's about principles and systems and strategies that work every time. It's going to explode your mind. It's going to explode your thinking and challenge you to go to the next level. The next book is Mind Interrupted: Experiencing Technical Difficulties. Mind Interrupted was written because I had a stroke, or a mind interruption in 2011. It was November 27th. That day, I didn't know my name, my social, my husband, everything just shut down. And you know, I don't know what happened. The doctors thought it was a stroke, but I realized that it was God just wanted my attention. He wanted me to sit down somewhere and shut up and pay attention. So I did. I just, you know, focused and listened to my heart and listened to God and paid attention. But this book will help you move. It'll apply your thoughts, you know, your own thoughts, and make you pay attention um, who you are and what God is trying to tell you to do. Mind Interrupted. That's a powerful, powerful tool. The next book is a book of hope. All things are possible, period. And it's my husband Toby and I, our first book together. And in this book, you'll you know, it'll help you uncover your hidden potentials and discover how to manifest your desires and the things that you deserve in life. And these ingredients of love, hope, and success will push you, they'll push you higher no matter who you are and where you want to be in life. And my final 7th book is titled 79 Hope Keys to Manage, Maintain, and Master Your Life. And in this book, I give you 79 hope keys that will revolutionize your thinking. When you read this book, it's going to shift your thinking, shift your mindset to the right things, to the yes things. It's going to push you forward. And, you know, it's just like having a key to unlock your mind, you know, and it's a powerful, powerful tool. So 79 hope keys to manage, maintain, and master your life. And all of my books DVDs, artwork, tote bags. All of my products can be purchased exclusively only at TawanaWilliams.com. That's TAWANA Williams.com.
All right. That was one of the questions that we had, was how to get your book. So
Yeah.
you've heard it. It's only at TawanaWilliams.com.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
make sure TAWANA Williams.com. That's how to get the book. Now, I have a question for you from Sister Mary. And the question is, what advice would you give in dealing with family that push you away from the family because of a different father, but the same mama? Yet you want to connect with them because you see them as family still.
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know the answer per se. All I know is you got to be your own person. You got to know who you are and whose you are. You know what I'm saying? God has order in our lives. He has order. And so you just can't be, doing what everybody else is doing. You got to know who you are and be passionate about who you are and what you're doing and fulfilling your heart's desires. That's how I did what I've done. That's how I've accomplished all of the things that I've accomplished in my life. My heart's desires. I had to learn how to balance. That's the answer that I'm looking for. You got to learn how to balance your life no matter what's going on. And there are 5 tips that I want to give right now. 5 hope tips to bring balance into your life. The first is to stop complaining and whining about everything. Stop whining and complaining, because guess what? Nobody cares. Just keep pushing. Just keep moving. The second is to position yourself around positive, like-minded people, not the naysayers, doubters, and haters. That is so important that we all position ourselves around positive, like-minded people. And the third is to take responsibility and control of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Discipline ourselves, discipline our kids. Some of us, we're all over the place, multitasking and making a mess about everything. Can't finish nothing. I'm just being real right now. You gotta make sure that we gotta know who we are and be a finisher in our lives. We got to make it happen. Make it happen for you. Take responsibility and control of your life. And then the fourth is to upgrade your relationships and your knowledge. Get you some new friends that have more than you, that know more than you, so that you can grow. Some of us, we need to start reading books about the things that we desire to be, the things that we want to do. That's knowledge, y'all. It's time to turn the TV off, turn the cell phone off, the social media, the TikTok sometime. Turn it off and read a good book and push yourself. That's how I've grown. That's how I do the things that I've done. And the fifth and final balance tip is that I had to upgrade my determination. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to see myself doing it. I had to see myself bigger than I am. That's how I've accomplished all of the things that I've done in my life. I saw myself doing it. And then guess what? I did it. And you can do it too. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Woo, woo. Come on and get your stuff. It's yours.
And I would like to add to Sister Mary, the question. I think that she answered it when she said about the positive people.
Yeah.
If you have ones, speak with them. And those that are positive about, well, you know what? I would like to know my half sister. So I want to get to know you. Then that's who you build with. Don't worry about the ones that don't, because they're the ones that are lacking. Because they're missing out on that great relationship that they could have with you.
Yeah.
So do like she said, change your group. You be positive. Position yourself around positive people. So
Yes,
when you talk with them, those that are willing and want to know you, fine. The
yeah.
ones that don't, leave them right where they are.
Oh well, bye.
Bye. Exactly. And move
Yeah,
on.
yeah. But
Because
you know
these
what,
are,
Pastor?
yes.
You know what? I forgot this part right here though. I just thought about something. You know that I wanted to share with that sister that there are three kinds of people in this world, and we need to differentiate who we are. You know what I'm saying? So the first type of people are instigators,
Mm,
those who talk about things happening. You know, the gossipers, the naysayers, and the doubters, those instigators. The second type of people are spectators, those who watch things happen. You know, the finger pointers, the skeptics and the haters. And then we got the participators, those who make things happen. You know, those who get things done no matter what. That's who I am. That's who you are. I know that's who you are.
exactly.
So let's go
Exactly.
make it happen. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
This is the me factor. You know what I'm saying? Each of us, we fall in one of those categories, and you got to pick and choose which one are you: an instigator, a spectator, or a participator.
Participate.
My God, I'm getting
Amen.
excited, y'all. I'm excited
All
about
right,
this.
now you making me excited because I'm a participator. I don't
Yes,
want to sit on
woo-hoo.
the sidelines watching. I
That's it.
want to be in the midst, and I ain't gonna instigate no trouble.
There
The
you
only
go.
thing I'm gonna instigate is the love of God,
There you
and
go.
I'm gonna instigate you into fighting for what's right. It's
There
good to
you
see
go.
you on, Elder O'Neill. Thank you for joining us. We are talking. Anyone that's joining us new, we are talking to Dr. Tawana Williams. Oh my God, the Hope Coach, and she is awesome. She is pushing us. She is unarmed but dangerous. And she is going to tell us about her debut movie, Eagle Without Wings.
Yes, ma'am. Eagle Without Wings coming soon to a theater near you. We are super excited about it. It's going to be a full length feature film. It's going to be powerful. And then after the movie, then you'll see the documentary. But Eagle Without Wings, it's going to be powerful. My producer is Wardell Richardson. His company is Rain Dance Films in Atlanta. They're based in Atlanta. I'm based in North Carolina. So we're going to be filming some in North Carolina, but mostly in Atlanta because that's where the production team is. And we are super excited. But if you want to know more information, go to eaglewithoutwings.com. No S. Eagle Without Wings with the S.com. Eagle Without Wings. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be this is gonna be epic. I'm super excited. It's my story, and it's gonna be a game changer for people around the world who make excuses, for those who live mediocre lives, for people who just don't believe that they can do it. After reading Unarmed but Dangerous, my book, and then seeing the movie Eagle Without Wings on the film, it's just gonna change your life. It's gonna revolutionize who you are. Your belief system is gonna go a whole nother notch. I'm super excited about Eagle Without Wings. So check it out, eaglewithoutwings.com. Woo woo! We're excited.
All right now. All right. Sister Tawana, we have another question.
Mhm.
And it's still dealing in the family members. They said, what about those family members that can't forget your past?
Mm. Child, please. You better leave them over there on the sideline somewhere. I don't go looking into the rearview mirror. I'm sorry. I just don't do it. I just had to create the things that I wanted in life. I had to create what I wanted in my life because life is short, y'all. You know, life is short. Look at me, born without arms. The world told me I couldn't get a job. So guess what I was crazy enough to do? I had to create the job that I wanted to see. And so I did. So I'm just saying, you ain't got time for that foolishness and nonsense. It's time to create what you want, make things happen for your life. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care what the naysayers, haters, and doubters say. I'm telling you that you can do anything but fail. If you want it, then don't give yourself any more excuses not to go get it. I'm telling you, my grandma Rogers didn't play. My sisters didn't play with me. My mama didn't play. They made me figure it out. As a matter of fact, that's my middle name, Tawana Figure It Out Williams. That's how I'm so bad to the bone. That's why I'm so bad to the bone today, because they made me figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I literally had to create the things that I wanted to see. I can't tell you about how I did it. I just did the thing. I'm just being real right now. There was no instruction or directions for me. I just figured it out. I just kept moving. I'm just saying life is a game for a lot of people, but not for me. I made what I wanted. I made the choices that I wanted to see in my life. I created the life that I wanted to see in my life. Yes, I had obstacles. Yes, it was hard. Yes, I fell down. But every time I fell down, guess what? I got up again and again and again. There is no obstacle that was in my way that I couldn't move it out of my way. I'm just going to take it at right now, even without arms. I pushed it out of my way. I never give up. I'm not a quitter. Quitting is not in my DNA, and it's not in you. So let's go get it. Whoop, whoop. You got this. Go get it.
There you go. And as Sister Stevens just said, she said determination.
Yeah, that's it.
It's what we got to have. We have to have that determination. And that's why I chose 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, because it said, be ye steadfast, unmovable. Don't let nothing move you. If this is what you want. And I love the fact that that you said, they told me I couldn't get a job. Yeah. So I went out and created one.
Yeah.
And it's there you go. For everything that they tell you can't do, if the Lord don't open the door for it, he'll just simply build the bridge.
That's it.
He'll give you the tools to build the bridge. So he said, look, just remember the Red Sea at all times, honey. He can build bridges out of nowhere. So he'll give you the tools to build that business, that company, whatever. My brother is an entrepreneur. His company, he's part of that C2C, catering to the community. He had a catering business. He opened up a venue in the middle of COVID. And it thrived.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he said, I'm going to put this in your hands, Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you do how you want to do. And he was the only one around thriving.
That's right. That's right.
Like you said, not surviving, thriving.
Yeah, you got to thrive. And that's what happened for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the world told me I couldn't get a job. So it was now it's 27 years. But 27 years ago, I created my own job. I am the CEO of Tawana Williams Outreach. I write my own paychecks if I want to. I don't get a disability check, ladies and gentlemen. Disability can't pay me what I'm worth. I'm just saying, for 9.5 of those 27 years, we did this for free, traveling the country, giving hope, one person at a time, one speaking at a time, schools, churches, prisons, daycares, drug rehab centers, organizations, colleges, you name it, they called, we showed up. Money was not the issue for us. When they called and said they didn't have the money, we came up anyway. We didn't play with what God told us to do. My husband Toby and I, we had a candid decision or discussion with the Lord early on in this game, in this realm of speaking. We knew that if we were focused on the money, what will we do when the money stopped? So we had to make sure that money was not our motivation, so we really, really had to grind it, make it happen. So, and that's how we did it. That's how we did it. We just kept going. We kept going. Yeah, we thank God for the chicken dinners, the baskets of fruit, all of the things that people gave. But guess what? We knew what we were coming to do. I remember the time we drove 500 miles and Pastor gave us $50. That wasn't even enough to put gas in the car. My God. But we
Amen.
kept going. We kept smiling. We kept giving hope. We kept grinding. You know what I'm saying? So you can't focus on the money. Focus on the vision. Focus on what God gives you. You know what I'm saying? What's in your hands that God can use? Think about that for a moment. What is it that God told you to do that you have not done? My God, I'm helping somebody right now.
Amen.
There's a blessing in you too. There's a book in you too. There's a story in you too. A production in you too. There's nothing so great about me. I just told God yes a long time ago, and I wasn't backing down. My God. Woo, woo. I'm excited, and I'm still excited 27 years later.
Oh, wow. Now, you mentioned your husband, Toby.
Yes.
And your daughter, April. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yes. My baby, April, she is 37 years old. She's a mom. I only have one daughter. And she has 3 sons, Jalen, Noah, and Anthony. And they are my boys, and I love them. But, they're just my world, and they love me, and I love them. And, it's just exciting to be a mom and to take care of April. April, was the reason, one of the most challenging moments in my life was taking care and raising a baby without my arms. But I did that thing, y'all. I did it. I took care of my baby. I braided her hair. I fed her. I birthed her. I dressed her. I bathed her. Everything that you do to your child with your hands, guess what I did with my feet? I'm just saying. It's just a blessing. And then my husband, Toby, Toby and I, we've been married for 31 years. Christmas will be 32 years, and we're excited about life and, our love together. Toby and I, we've been together about 34 years, married 31 of those 34 years, but we've been friends for 53 years. I was 6 and he was 12 when we met. We were children, and I just thank God for my husband Toby. It's just a foundation of love that we created. God bless. God created, put us together, and we did the thing. And it was hard, being a wife and a mother and doing all of the things that I do, all the hats that I wear. But I just thank God for my husband Toby and my daughter April, and how we've grown together, and the purpose that God have given me, and just learning the value of being who I am and being a shaker and a mover in my own life. I'm super excited about just life and moving forward. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And anybody if you have seen them together, then without a doubt, that she is the apple of his eye.
Yes.
Because, oh my God, I was talking to her and I saw him. He was across the way and he saw me talking. He didn't look. Now, what she want? And he made his way over. So I went ahead and introduced myself and told him what I was talking. He was like, oh, okay, yeah. He looked at her first, though, to make sure, is it okay? Okay, then, yeah. And we watched him. We had gotten in the car and we was looking, and I was talking about you, and I said, yeah, she's gonna. She agreed to be on the show. So my brother and I and all of us, we were looking, and we just watched him lovingly as he took care of you, got you in the car, put everything together. I said, oh, that is his plump. That's his pumpkin.
You better
that
know.
Is his pumpkin. Don't
play with it. Don't play with it. Toby loves some Tawana now. I'm just telling you right now. Toby don't play when it comes.
You could see it.
That's it.
You could see it. And I thought that was so awesome. And so today you're the hope coach.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
Words of encouragement can you give to someone that's down, feeling hopeless, or wants to give up?
Tell them to get up right now. Get up. and get your groove back. I'm just saying, seriously, you got everything you need. That's all I can tell you is get up. You got everything. Go get your stuff back. Everything you need is in you. You got this.
I
You
agree.
got this.
I
Get out of
so
that comfort zone. Get out of the comfort zone. You've been comfortable sitting in that same chair, reading that same scripture, saying that same story, reading that. I'm just being real. Get out of that comfort zone. Comfort zones are dangerous. They'll hold you back. They'll have you living stale, stagnant, and stinky if you're not careful. Your comfort zone is where you feel content, y'all. It's where you are calm. You know what I'm saying? But that safety net, get out of that safety net. You got this. You can do this. You know what I'm saying? You got this. Go get out of that comfort zone. Leaving your comfort zone is gonna require some bravery, Put your big drawers on, ladies. Let's go get it, okay? I'm just saying. You got this. Anything you need, it's already in you. It's already in you. You know what I'm saying? As you asked me earlier, you were talking about past failures, mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Those issues or barriers, let them go. They're in the rearview mirror. Let them go. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving and trust in God and leaning not to your own understanding. You can't do this by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then I want you to, create some short-term goals. That's how I create so many things and do so many things. I create short-term goals, not next year, no, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days max. Short-term goals. Long-term goals will stunt your growth. They will hold you back. I'm telling you, create some short-term goals and make it happen for yourself and watch God move. I want a praise report. Email me, Tawana@TawanaWilliams.com. Again, Tawana@TawanaWilliams.com. That's TAWANA @TawanaWilliams.com. I want to hear your praise report because I know if you apply the information, the tips, the strategies, and the things that you heard on tonight, if you apply them, your life will never be the same. And I want to hear some praise reports. And if you ever need me as a speaker at your church, your event, reach out to me. Email me, Tawana@TawanaWilliams.com. You can call me at 252-291-6081. That's the business line, 252-291-6081. I'm just saying, I'm available. I'm here. Let's go get it. You got this. You know what to do. Now, let's go do it. Woo, woo. Yes, yes.
All right now. And I think I got something that I'm brewing with something. Might just, we're going to get together on something. It's brewing. I let the Lord finish working it out in my head so I can come back to you with it.
That's good.
And one of the things that here's one of the things that I get as an overall from just talking with you. And I mean, just having just a regular conversation is, you said your grandmother told you that you obviously didn't need your arms.
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's why God didn't give them to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I needed to make room for her mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I got rid of the arms because the arms get in the way. I needed her mouth. Yeah. So it could everything that I need. Because I'm telling you, you just are a burst of inspiration in a time like these where people are, people are really giving up. They're giving up in ways, but they're also giving up in ways of turning against the world and going out here doing these crazy things. You are that inspiration. You are that voice that's crying out in the wilderness that reminds us that, look at here, honey, you walking around with your head hung down, but you got your arms, you got your legs, You got your
Yeah.
faculties, you got your mind. There are those that don't, and they are soaring
Yes.
without wings. They are
My God.
soaring. They
My
didn't take a nosedive and go down. They
my
soared
God.
above their troubles, their situation, and they're flying
Mhm.
high. And you can too. That's what
That's
I
it.
get from you. You
That's
just
it.
make me feel like there's nothing that I can't do.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
I want the people that are on tonight, I want you and those that will see this later, I want you to understand that this lady is an inspiration to each and every one of us to know that there is no excuses anymore.
Nope.
Stop sitting back in your seat of do nothing and saying, I can't. Because,
Nope.
honey, you don't have the challenges that she had, and she went out and created. So you need to go out and create. If somebody said you can't do this, then create it
Yes,
like
it.
she did.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Because
Make a way.
you know what, Pastor? I hear exactly what you're saying. One thing that I will say is that excuses don't hide. They just reveal who you really are. My God.
Exactly.
They just
Exactly.
reveal who you are. Dot, dot, dot. I'm lazy. Dot, dot, dot. I ain't gonna do nothing. Dot, dot, dot. I'm a complainer. I'm just saying.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying. They
Because
they
that's what
they
it
really,
does.
yeah, they just, they just show you who you really are. But you know what? My motto is and will always be excuses or results. You can't have both. Because ladies
Exactly.
and gentlemen, it takes a work ethic. It takes faith. It takes belief and endurance to make things happen in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it happen for yourself. The word success means so many different things to so many different people. But for me, success is an inside job.
There you
And it
go.
keeps me grounded. It keeps me patient and it keeps me encouraged no matter what's going on in my life. I encourage myself.
There
I
you
wake
go.
up encouraged. Even when I'm having a bad day, guess what? You'll never know it. I'm just saying because I'm
Exactly.
always smiling and I'm always grinding and I'm always here to give hope to somebody else. I'm just saying you can do this. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Like I say, I stop by the mirror every morning, you know, because I know who I am. I
There
know
you
that
go.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made by God. You know what I'm saying? Created
Amen.
by Him, for Him,
There you
for
go.
His glory.
It's a,
He knew he created me like this because he knew that I was going to do something about it. The average
amen.
person without arms can't do what I do.
That's it.
I
See
ain't
that
average. I'm above average. I'm
it's just
just
like
saying.
you another Job. You just
Yeah,
like you another Job because he
yeah.
knew that you could handle it.
That's right. That's what's up. That's what's
That's
up.
it.
Woo
He
woo.
said, "Oh, this one here, what you think that's gonna stop her? Watch her,
Watch.
watch her soar above the rest.
Yeah. How about that?
She
How
gonna
about
be an
that?
eagle without
Without
wings."
wings. You better know it. You better
Anybody
know
on
so.
online have any other questions for Dr. Tawana Williams before I ask her some sum up questions? Anybody, just type them in. So, what's next for Tawana Williams?
Like I said, I'm working on the movie, and after that, it'll be the documentary. And then I'm going to create a motivation for the soul reality show. Because what I see on TV, that ain't my reality. You
No,
know what
that
I'm
ain't
saying?
mine
All that
either.
foolishness and nonsense, that ain't my reality. And I know it's not your reality. So
Not at all.
I'm gonna make sure that everything has to be positive. If it ain't right, if I ain't doing what God says do, guess what? I move that over. So
Exactly.
it's always good, it's always positive. But yeah, I'm working on some things, some irons in the fire. It's just gonna be a blessing to the world, continually pushing others into their greatness, rising and
Amen.
soaring and
I
taking
see
action.
that,
And yeah, go ahead.
and I see that there's one of these questions, and I'm like, I don't even know uh, if we should ask it because you showing us exactly how. It says, how do you balance your amazing life with all the challenges that you faced?
I make them happen. I make it happen. I told you, I don't whine, wimp, and complain. I
There you
make
go.
things happen. I position myself around positive people. I take responsibility and control of my life and discipline myself. I upgrade my relationships and my knowledge. I read, read, read. I turn the TV off. I read. The social media is not my best friend. My best friend is reading and giving hope and helping others. And finally, I upgraded my determination. I saw myself doing it, young young lady. I saw myself doing it. I saw myself and then I did it. Everything around me said I couldn't do it. But guess what? I saw myself doing it and I did it. Point blank, period. That's how I did it. My God, my God.
All right there. Amen. Amen. And I just want to say, anybody looking for a good book, it's called Unarmed but Dangerous.
You better
If you
know.
want to really start your reading, start right there. Unarmed but Dangerous. I already am waiting on Amazon to deliver mine. Uh,
Hey. Well, it's not on Amazon.
it's not
Not
so
on Amazon. I told you exclusively
exclusively.
only at TawanaWilliams.com. The reason I say it's not on Amazon, somebody was infiltrating my brand on Amazon and they were selling my books for $300 on Amazon. I'm
Oh
like,
my Lord.
really? Why would y'all do that to me? So anyway, my books are not on Amazon. They're on
But then
Tawana
I
or
will make
Tawana
sure
Williams.
that I stop that one and I'll
Yeah.
send over to TawanaWilliams.com.
.com. That's not me. So if you buying a book at Amazon, it's not a brand new book. I'm gonna just say it like that because
Gotcha.
I do sell lots of books. People buy them in bulk sometime and then they end up
Then they
doing
try to
different things.
resell.
Yeah, yeah. So
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, but if you want a brand new book signed by me to you, hey, go to TawanaWilliams.com.
I will
Yes,
do so. I will
yes,
do
ma'am.
so. I'll
Yes, ma'am.
stop that one. I'll just
Yes,
go ahead and make sure I stop that one.
yes, ma'am.
Because I don't want some secondhand. I want from you.
There
All
you
right.
go.
And
Absolutely.
anybody, if you want any of her 7 books, her products, her CDs, come on. If you want to get in touch with her, www.tawanawilliams.com. You need a speaker, call her. And I put the information up so everybody that's in the comments, they can see all of your information. The number to call, 252-291-6081. They know how to get in touch with you for speaking engagements, how to get your book. It has been a pleasure and an honor to be able to talk with you. And I thank you so much. You have inspired me to do more and to go further. I was feeling a little down. I feel up now. I
Yay.
feel like there ain't nothing impossible because I serve a God of impossibilities.
Amen.
He
Thank you so
makes
much,
it. You are
Pastor.
so.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed myself. Thank y'all so much for coming and showing up and sharing the love. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tawana Williams, your messenger of hope and inspiration. And I want you to hold on to these words until we meet again. I know that I will, even without arms. God bless you. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Bless you and take care. And I will talk to you real soon.
Thank you.
Thank everyone for joining us on tonight. And we hope that we'll get her back a little later on, like after the movie, so she can talk a little bit more about it. And we can have more to discuss because we will all have seen the movie. All right. So be blessed. Get Unarmed but Dangerous so that you can have read the book before you see the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Be blessed and have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.